YouTubers, how you diddling? Alright, I hope. Well, today I'm going to be fitting the Royal Enfield side panel bag. So let's get stuck in. I'll just quickly show it you before we do and see what you think. Okay, so here it is. This is designed to go here. You take the top part of that panel off and replace it with this. It's made out of about 2, probably 3mm thick leather. It's very good quality. It seems alright to me. It's got the holes in the back for attaching it to the inside there, and I think its measurements are 2.5 inches thick by the rest of the side panel measurements down there. So without any further ado, let's get stuck into it and fit it to shadow. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is remove your side panel. I'll put that up here a minute, and then just toolkit out of the way. And of course we're going to need, from what we can see by the box on there, we're going to need this out of the way, and 1, 2, 3, have a look. So that's 1, 2, 3, which is 1, 2, 3 there. This is the hole here is for here, and the 3 down here are for the back of the lock part compartment. So we'll get what looks like to be a 10mm and get that removed. See if my guesstimation is right. Okay, 10mm. Excuse my hands if that's all you can see. Just quickly loosen those two. One. I've never had this off before, so I'm not quite sure what's what. Okay, still this one as well. I wasn't sure if that was attached, but it is. Yeah, always after always after something to improve the looks and be handy at the same time. And this is, well, it looks like this looks like it just pulls up. Yep, it does. So, toolkit holder out of the way. That's pretty straightforward from what I can see. Okay, so back over to the bench and we'll see what we can do. Okay, so back to the bench. Put a cloth down because I don't want to scratch this, obviously. Now then, there are 3 Allen bolts on the back here. I do believe they're Allen bolts. Yep. And they are, well, I'm using a 3mm. Yep. Those are the job. Loosen them that way. Can you see that? Bring it down a bit. I'm just cracking them open with that side, and then I'm going to get stuck in on the other side. Okay. The other side's a ball socket, doesn't like it. Are fiddly to use sometimes, these. Unless it's just me. Put that there. I might have a smaller ordinary Allen that I can use actually. Just bear with me. Okay, so as we were saying, little Allen key. Oh, I think it's just me today then. Just being a bit clumsy. I think one of the things, if you look here, these they're not very deep set, which isn't helping. So it goes in, nice. Just not deep. Either that or it's in Old Imperial and I'm using metric. Whichever it is, it's out, so we can manage. There's always a way. Might change them actually for some better quality ones or better ones, although saying that they are like a strange one because they're Allen bolt, but they are like a self-tapper almost. Where are we? Can you see that? Almost like a self-tapper. Anyway, when we've done, this is what we're after. Put this to one side. 10 minutes searching for nuts and bolts, because I would have assumed this would have screwed into here or come with supplies or something, and basically it didn't. So what I've done is I've gone digging and I've found some nice short Allen bolts, dome head, some washers to go with them, and some real short nuts to go on them. So I shall get started with this. I should be putting the Allen in the inside along with the washer, and hopefully they're long enough now. Now I've done all this now I've done all this trying to find them. They should be. So that in there, that on there, that goes to there, and then I'm not going to bother putting a washer on the outside. I don't think I need it. If I do, I should put one on. Okay, so note to self, make sure you got the stuff you need. So same again, put one in there, Allen in. Can you see what I'm doing yet? And I think I should replace these bolts at some point with better ones. These are okay, but they're not the best looking. Not that anybody can see them where they are, I suppose. So all I'm going to do here is stick it in, line it up, and if there's any movement, you know, then I shall sort that out. Okay, so that it gives you the idea. This is so you can still remove. Where are you? This is so you can still remove it. And when all said and done, should be all nice again. Shouldn't look too bad, hopefully. Hopefully, he says. We'll see, eh? Right. What I should have done is check the size of that Allen bolt. Luckily, I have one more left up here. Let's check the size of the Allen bolt. It is. He disappeared off camera. Okay, so it's a 5mm that I'm using. You use whatever's available for you. Once again, this one is probably written too small for me to read. Yeah, I can't read it, but I'm pretty sure it's a 3. So hopefully I won't be able to get that in there, will I? No, I won't. So I'm going to look for a 5mm with a short shaft like this one. So I can get it in there for that. Shan't be a minute. Okay, so got a 5mm, and I'm using 14mm bolts. You use obviously what you've got. It's a bit of a surprise actually to me. I didn't expect to have to go hunting for nuts and bolts, but hey, I suppose I should have known, shouldn't I? Never assume any job's going to be straightforward, as I said in the last video. I've even got that in the right one. I think so. Yeah, that's not coming off in a hurry. Next, where is it? Somewhere up. Oh, aren't they awkward to do these sort of things? How do you know? You've not done it. Okay, stand still. It's all good. Good quality leather anyway, it seems to be. Now this didn't come in a Royal Enfield box as normal Royal Enfield box stuff does, so I can only assume it's not genuine but Royal Enfield. But that's not going anywhere, and the bolts inside are not intrusive. Okay, so it's apart from my mucky handprints all over it now, it's theoretically all ready to go on the bike. Get bolted in at the top, put all these in place, so I'll bring you down and we can see what we're doing. Okay, so obviously I've got to do this to work for me. I'm assuming that knob there will just go through that hole. I've not seen any fitting for this anywhere, and I think what I'm going to do is first I'm going to put my charging cable through that hole. Can you see what I'm doing? Yep. And then I'm going to just push my seat release through. Yeah, very awkward to do. Let's assume I'm doing it right, because I might not be. Let me put this into position just here, where it would be, obviously. Please tell me that still works. I've no idea. Oh dear. Now the dog's off. What's that do? That go in there? I can't even see what I'm doing wrong now. That goes behind there, I do believe. This piece. Oh, I see. Okay. Didn't realise there's a little grommet hole in the bottom. Yeah. So there's a grommet hole in the bottom that needs to go in there. That's now locked into place. So one now assumes it's just a matter of fumbling about to get all these bolt holes in the right place. Let me see how we go from there. I'm not going to keep you recording for this because you can't really see a damn sight other than me. Well, I'll record it, but I probably won't show it all, or it'll be on fast forward. It's just a matter of me putting these bolts back in to hold this in, and I don't imagine it's going to be easy for a second. So let's get moving. Start on what looks easy. Just pull it in quite a bit, like, I might put the spaces on there, different bit bolt. Okay, we're not doing wrong. No, you are. We can't get it to go first time. Pulling that in quite a lot there. I don't imagine it's supposed to do that. Next one there. Almost like saying, well, don't fight it too much, it goes straight away like that. Then really forcing it, fighting it, we didn't want to go, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, why these things always so hard, and that's right there. Okay, last one. Look. Got no problem seeing it. Definitely leave them all loose, they're all in place. A bit of pain in the butt. You need maneuverability. Not more food. Key. Key. This is a question. What's on the floor? Right, so key in, turn, and lift, out, and that enables this to manoeuvre to wherever it needs to go. It's a bit of pain, I understand it, but we will persevere and we will get it. Would I advise this? If stress is a thing, no. Aha, there it is. Right. Right, Jay, I think I got it. Think it's done? We can't get stress from one. No, maybe it's not. No, it's one of the ones that should be there. Come on, have a look, what are you doing? Right, if we let it go straight away. There you go, it's there. Oh, I got that repaired. That one definitely faster where it is. Okay, don't need to be able to tire roll, you just try and let it down to it, don't you? So the next step, get your, what do you call it, centralised, in the grommet. I know it's there. We'll do that one. Don't expect all this to be easy. Is it in there? Oh, see, pain in the arse it's doing. Okay, so hopefully we're getting something. Hopefully we're getting something. I think I've just missed all that recording, which is rather annoying if I have. Anyway, as I was trying to tell you before my video camera beeped at me to let me know there was a slight problem. Is that it? No. Not as easy and as straightforward as you would like. Let's put some silicone grease around that rubber. Makes some sense, don't it? Silicone grease around a rubber. It's not rubber, it's not silicone. What is it? I don't know. So, it's all one. Little bits of something around there. There's a post just here, which we're after squeezing in there. Once we can see it, where's the post? There's a little white paint on it so I could see it. Oh, I tell you what, it's not an easy job, this one. A lot of forcing about and manoeuvring stuff, trying not to break your bloody key. Oh, come on, very too far over to one side, that's where, there it is. Right, so that's in there. That then, is it turned? Here we go. Whew, hard work. Right, what does it do with that? No, I'm not playing bally with you, darling. That's the dog dropping a ball now. Dog dropping the ball. Now I've got to go through this all over again, trying to get this one on. Should go straight on. Will go straight on, won't it? Oops, what if I get it in the right place? It's very hard, I can't get a camera in here to show you guys, obviously. So you just have to take my word for it as to how awkward it is. Do I have a 14 mil? No, it's 10, isn't it? Where are you? Come on, 10 mil ratchet spanner. There you go, you know you've got one. Everybody's got a 10 mil ratchet spanner, haven't they? I have, and it's going to do its job. Right, let me just say, quality on this. £38.50 I think I paid. So there are some out there that are a lot more expensive. A lot more expensive. I would say yes, you get what you pay for. I liked it, saw it, liked it, but I'm going to give it a go. If it's no good, still got my original side panel, it's only 38 quid. Not so bad then, is it? Not so bad then. There we go. So, now we've done all that, fold everything back in. have a look, see what it looks like. Do we like the looks of it? Oh. Yes. Frankly, my dear, I do. Quite like that. Quite like that. It looks very nice. And doesn't stick out. Sorry, you're still on the tripod. Don't go getting dizzy. Yeah, so it doesn't stick out too much. I did all these measurements before we started this, so I was hoping that the measurements was alright. And if you just bear with me, you know, you can sit there, you can sit there and look at Raven. It's a good sight. Right, so there we go. I'm sat exactly how I would normally sit at traffic lights or whatever, and that doesn't intrude on my leg any more than normal. It looks like it does, but it doesn't, strangely enough. And when your foot's in place there, it's way above it. If I can just do this to record, because I can't see it obviously. So there you go. Royal Enfield replacement, what would you call it, side panel leather bag. Myself, I think it looks just the ticket on this. I think it looks very nice. Not quite happy with the fit in places, but that might be down to me. Might just be the leather that needs to get a little bit more supple. But yeah, that leather is very stiff. Cracking job. Oh dear. And now that were a lot harder job than you'd think, but I think worth it. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember, don't do what hotel won't do. Be careful out there. Ride safe. Ta-da. Nearly forgot to say, while I was I fitted these grip puppies, about $12.99 I think they were off Fleabay, and I tell you what, I think they're great. They give you more feeling in your throttle as well as being more comfortable, so I sort of had to adjust my slack, because I felt like just by putting them on suddenly made the slack feel like, rather than just the normal amount. I don't like a lot anyway, but just by the normal amount it felt massive. So I did altered that as soon as I'd done it. But yeah, they are very, very comfortable. I mean, I've got fair sized hands anyway, but I find them so comfortable now. I think it's mainly because I'm used to riding around on cruisers, which of course have got inch bars. But yep, happy. So that's the saddlebag all complete. And I'll tell you what, I love the looks of it. Absolutely over the moon. Mine came with a slight split, and it's only where they bent the leather just there, but it's not deep or anything like that. It literally just wants a bit of polish or something putting in there. But hey, for the price, cracking addition to it. So my next addition is going to be this. I'll flip that up so you can't see my address. It is, although you can't really see it, it's in a proper Royal Enfield box. And this is the next thing going on. So we've got here, so I've only just opened this. Oh, I see, so they're brackets, if that lets you know anything. And we got here, although it's still wrapped up. Just give me a miss. Okay. Does that help you? No? The next piece is also wrapped up. There we go. So I've gone for the short screen, which obviously is very short. The only reason I wanted a screen, I love the looks of it like this, but the only reason I wanted a screen is because the screen does stop you getting all the dead bugs stuck underneath there. Now to do this properly, it's headlight off, indicators off, or headlight dropped, bowl out, bowl down, indicators undone, re-threaded through, threaded through the brackets. Bit of a palaver. I'll probably record it, we'll have to see. But yeah, anyway,